Hello. In this video, we're going to go over solving equations that involve square roots. So we're going to be going over square root functions and whatnot. These can be a little difficult at times, but it's still the same straightforward math that we've been doing this whole time. We're going to go over the easy version in this video, and we will do the hard versions in the next video because these do get a little tough, and I want to make sure we go over those. When they're easy, though, in this first basics understanding, they're not too bad. Okay, so let's just jump straight into it and we'll run with it. So the first thing I'm going to need is kind of like when we did the absolute values. We needed the absolute value by itself, if you recall, in that video. In this one, we have a square root. I want that square root sign and everything inside of it by itself on one side. So I need to add 1 to the other side. Our inverse operations then give us v plus 3 is equal to 8. Now, I need to get rid of that square root some way, somehow. Well, I know that the square root is something that can be rewritten as x to the 1/2, as we know when we were putting these to fractional exponents. So we have that, right? So I know that if I square this becomes a perfect just an x to the 1. So squaring a square root will just be whatever's on the inside. So what I'm going to do here is square both sides. And in this situation, square root of v plus 3 squared is just v plus 3. And the 8 squared is 64. Do normal math, subtract 3, v is equal to 61. Easy. Not too bad, right? It's the hard ones that we'll do in the next video that will get a little weird. Okay, let's look at the next scenario. In this next scenario, we see I have a square root equal to another square root. The first thing I must ask myself is, are the square roots by themselves? Yeah, they look like they're by themselves. So we're going to go ahead and square both sides immediately. And what we can see is these square roots are immediately just going to be canceled out, just like that. And we have x plus 8 on the left, 3x plus 8 on the right. We will combine our x's. All right, we will combine, let's do a different color so it's just not too crazy, our 8's. And we see we have 0 equal to 2x, divide by 2. I accidentally turned that to blue. Let's bring it back to purple. Divide by 2. And we see that x is equal to 0 in this situation. Now, recall that you can always plug these in to double check all your answers, right? 61 plus 3 is 64. Square root of 64 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. Plug in 0, we have square root of 8. Plug in 0, we have the square root of 8. So both of those equations are solved properly. Now, in the next video, we will go over more difficult square root equations and solving for them. Other than that, I hope everyone has a great day, and please email me if you have a specific question you'd like me to cover.